everyone, and welcome to the Londonderry View, episode 68. Hard to believe that we've been running our show all this time, and we appreciate all of you out there who are enjoying it. Tonight we have a very special guest with us, and it's our director, not new anymore, almost 2 years, Erin, director of our library.
Thank you.
And Matlin, and she's going to be talking to us and sharing some great things happening there. Debbie and I just thought that maybe we'd take a few minutes to kind of tell you about some things that's going on in our office over at the town hall. So we're just happy to be here. It's pouring out, and we're just happy to be inside and dry together.
Welcome, Erin.
Thank you.
We wanted to talk a little bit about a couple of things from the town hall since we're here. The tax bills are due. They're coming up. July 10th will be, or I believe 7th is the due date. So what you'd like to get those in the mail. We're processing them fast and furiously. We've got a stack about 12 inches high that we're getting to every day. So just get those taxes in, whether it's electronic or come on in and say hi to us at the office. We also have our dog registrations that are coming up. We've been very successful getting the cards out to everyone. We've had a great response, I think, from a lot of people coming in. We are in the fine area now, so we are charging $1 per month on the unregistered dogs. That would be the town portion. The civil forfeitures will be coming up, and I think Sherry can speak more about that.
Deb, you covered it beautifully. So generally it's $7.50 to register your dog that's been neutered once a year, and it's for everyone's safety, and that's why it's so very important. In Londonderry we have 5,500 dogs, and our goal is to account for all of them all, because if they get lost, I can't tell you how many dogs have been found because they're registered. If there's an accident, a bite or something, then we also have documentation that the dog has had their rabies vaccination. So we really ask for everyone's help on this too. If you have moved, or if you no longer have your dog, or sadly, if your dog has passed, let us know, because we feel horrible sending out little postcards and all, when you don't have that dog anymore. If you know of a neighbor that's moved that you can help us out with, call our office, and we really appreciate it, because we're trying to get down, very low in our counts, and eventually our goal is to have 0 unregistered dogs. Deb mentioned civil forfeitures, not something we want to do in the town, but it's the law within our state, and it is, just like you said, $25 per dog, and we don't have a choice on it, and we're doing our best to hold off. We're going to try to give everyone to about the 3rd week in July, but then we have to send them out, and they have to be paid. If they're not, then next steps would be going to the Derry court and handling it there. So, bottom line, get these dogs registered. If we can help you in any way, please reach out to us.
It's such a minimal amount,
It
and
is.
to just get them registered,
Right.
and that way it's
And
all
our
set.
seniors, if our seniors just pay $3 too, and we never want it to be a hardship. So if it is, talk to us, and we just want those dogs registered.
Yeah.
So, big thing happening.
And I
for
think
us.
you were going to talk about the Commons. We have some great music on the Commons this time.
We do. We can't thank Concerts on the Common enough. They started up, I think this past Wednesday was their 3rd concert. They start at 7 every Wednesday night. There's popcorn, there's seafood, there's usually there's raffle tickets, and incredible bands from all over the country, and even our local bands. The high school jazz band played, and they're there every Wednesday night. If it rains, they have a plan that's available to look if you check on our website or on their Facebook page or website too, and you can get more information about that. But it's a great way to bring the community together, see friends. It's free.
It's fun.
It's fun. It's
Yeah,
just
it's
fun. Yeah. So.
And I think we were going to talk about, I think the other things were just
Seniors.
Old Home Day.
Yeah,
We've got that coming up.
Yeah,
We've got Old Home Days scheduled for the 16th, the 19th of August, which is always a great time. So just
Yeah,
come on out and enjoy all the festivities. And
Fireworks on the Friday night, which I think is the 18th, but it's just as you said, it starts around the 16th of August that week. Senior picnic is on Wednesday. Battle of the Bands, I think, is Thursday. Fireworks and phenomenal music Friday, and then the parade on Saturday. All of the different nonprofits and vendors and best sausage sandwiches you'll ever have from our Rotary. So there's just a lot of fun for everyone.
They have extended the days for the sponsorships. I believe it was supposed to be this week, but I believe that Kirby sent out something that said it would be another week for people to go ahead and be a sponsor.
Which is nice.
Yeah, so they'll have an opportunity.
Yeah, if you have a chance, you want to make a donation, if you have a business you want to promote, reach out to two phenomenal women, Katie Sullivan and our Kirby Wade, that they're, with so many other great volunteers. It takes a village, and they're just kind of leading that village along. So, yeah, great. A lot of good stuff coming up. How about the Senior Expo, Deb?
Oh, that's right. We've got our second annual Senior Expo. That's going to be in September on the 22nd, I believe. We have exceeded our expectations last year. We thought we'd have maybe 12 people show up for the vendors. We ended up with almost 40. We've already got a handful of people that have already committed, and we're looking at probably a good 40 or 50 again this year. So we're trying to do a little bit more service-oriented versus people selling things to seniors. We really want to try to get the word out for what is out there for people for help and for just knowledge and activities, volunteerism, things like that. So it's going to be a really exciting, very, very informative expo, I think, this time.
Yeah, second annual. So
second annual, yeah.
Boy, Erin, we're telling you all this.
I know.
This is kind of exciting.
Well, I'm going to butt in here because we, the library, will be at both the Old Home Days and the Senior Expo.
Perfect.
So
Wonderful.
We're excited to participate again for our second time in both of those things. So that's exciting, and we'll have some fun things at the Saturday. We'll be in the parade, but then we'll also be have a booth set up, so we'll have some fun giveaways and great things for the kids and adults too.
Good.
So
That's going to be good.
Well, Erin, I think we'll turn it over to you now,
Okay.
and Deb and I will jump in if we forgot something.
Yeah.
We all agree. We are so blessed and fortunate to have you in Londonderry. Hard to believe, going on almost 2 years.
know, it's been exciting.
But your energy, your enthusiasm, your love of sharing the gift of reading and books to the community and to people outside of the community. So, yeah, tell us all about the great things
Well, thank
you're
you
doing.
so much. I'm excited to be here. This is my first time on the Londonderry View, so I appreciate that. I'm very happy to be working in Londonderry. It's an incredible town, and the support from the town itself and the community has been fantastic. So thank you so much. So we're always busy at the library, and this summer is certainly no exception. Our summer reading is in full force. It started June 1st, and it goes through August 31st. So anyone can sign up. We have stuff for adults, teens, and children's. And there's programs, there's prizes. I know one of the main prizes, they can win a Nintendo Switch Lite, which is pretty exciting, Mom and Dad.
Yeah,
adults, we're giving away, you can win a Kindle, so that's pretty exciting too. And plus there's, members, when you sign up you get a prize, or there's prizes throughout the season, the summer. So that's exciting. And then we have a ton of programming related to that as well. So definitely check our calendar. We are on, it's on our website. You can see all the programs signed up. You can sign up and you can register. Just give us a call. Most of the programs are registration required, and that's only so that we make sure we have enough of, if there's items there or if we have enough seats and all of that. So that's very exciting. Right now we have already over 700 people signed up for the summer reading program.
That's great.
Which is great. It's already surpassed our number from last year by quite a bit. So thank you to Londonderry for that. And we know it's going great so far, so we're excited. And we're not even at the end of June yet, so that's pretty awesome.
Things are just getting started.
Yeah,
right?
it's just going right now.
Yep.
You can sign up anytime, so that's exciting. And then the other thing I'd like to promote is our Library of Things collection. So this is kind of relatively new in the past few years with libraries, where we're not just about books or magazines or newspapers. We now have a lot of other things in our collections that are very helpful for people who either want to try it before they buy it, or you have an apartment and you need to, maybe check out just a toolkit because you're just doing hanging pictures and you don't want to buy a toolkit. Things like that libraries are adding to their collections that are really helpful. Some of our things that we have is a telescope. You can check out
wow.
a telescope, bring it home with you. And keep in mind, all of these things are free. It does not cost you anything to check out. All you need is your library card. We have yard games. We have a giant Connect 4 game, which we're hoping to have at Old Home Days for people to see. And sometimes we set it up in the children's room. So that's great for children's parties or barbecues, things like that. We also have puzzles. We even have the Nintendo Switch that you can check out and take home with you. So
Wow.
if a parent can't afford a Nintendo Switch, that's a great option. Or if you just want to try it and see if your kid even likes it, you can check it out. And we have a ton of games to go with that as well. So if you already own the Switch at home, you can check out the games or you can check out both. So that's really exciting. Yeah,
That's
and
good.
more stuff is being added all the time. We have stuff waiting to be added is sewing machines, pickleball sets. I know pickleball is a big deal here.
Pickleball, we need it in Londonderry.
Yes, so
Pickleball.
we'll have some sets of those. We'll also have, we have soccer balls and basketballs and things like that coming up because we know the fields behind us, very popular. So we're excited to have all those things be added and it's just a constantly growing collection. And if you have an item that you'd like to recommend, please let us know. Feel free to contact me or give a call to the library. We'd be happy to hear of those recommendations.
That's so exciting.
We even have some great things coming up for seniors. We have some large keyboards coming up, some large, actually we got a extra large board game set.
That's
So
nice.
visually and it's very easy to use. So that's going to be really great. Those will be added shortly as well. So
Good.
a lot of great things, just constantly new things being added all the time. So we're excited about that.
Can
Yeah.
people donate to the library things, or do you have to go through like a process
No, we
where
take
you
donations.
decide? Oh,
yeah.
okay.
So the library takes donations, basically books, puzzles, and items if they have a suggestion for the Library of Things. You can drop them off at any time that the library is open.
Oh,
We'd be
good.
happy to take them. If it's an item, like a specific item, like maybe a technical item, like a camera or something, we may have to look at it, make sure it works and all of that, and clean it before we add it to the collection. But it's certainly something we'd consider.
Oh, wow.
What
Yeah.
a different world.
Yeah,
It's so
Yeah.
it is so
exciting.
different.
Yeah.
A whole
Even when
different
I
movement.
started many, many years ago, I mean, I've been in libraries since I was 15. This did not exist at that time.
I never
And
heard
it's
of it
changed
before. I
Never.
never,
so
it's all
much,
new, yeah.
And how nice too, because sometimes like with all our kids, they want,
Yeah.
but then they have it for 10 days and they don't want to
Yeah.
use
Right,
it anymore. But
exactly.
then you can, instead of spending
Yeah.
the money or having it collecting dust in
Or
the
if you don't have the
house.
space, like we have a ton
The
of board
space,
games too that
right.
you can check out. A lot of people just don't have the space to store that stuff. And
Yeah.
so you come to the library, you check it out, and you bring it back, and it's, you check out a new one, and it's just,
Yeah.
it's great.
Now that's something else we could donate, board games?
Absolutely, yeah. We get quite a bit of donations for board
Oh
games, yeah.
my gosh, because we
That's
have a
good.
basement, just like you said, taking up.
That's what I was thinking, something you purging
I
and
thought
things
we'd be
like
playing
that,
board
yeah.
games every night.
Now we're gonna get a ton of board games
and
the
they're
next week.
practically brand new
Yeah.
because some of
Yeah.
them never even had a chance to be
Right,
opened.
which is great. So we
You hate to get
definitely-
rid of them,
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
what a nice use for that.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
wonderful.
Yeah,
Oh My
we also have
gosh.
things like set up in the library. We have like a giant tic-tac-toe board that people can come in and just play. We have an ongoing puzzle that's always the community
love
can
that.
put together, which is great. And it checks our pieces, make sure that we have everything, which is kind of
That's
fun.
good.
And then we also have a chess set always set up in the library. So if you're just, hanging out and, to kind of do something different. Of course, we have a ton of books and other materials,
Oh,
but
boy.
yeah,
Aw.
it's such an exciting time because library is so traditional in so many ways, but right now we're looking at ways that where can we help in the community and where is that need, and sometimes that need looks just like, a toolkit that someone
Right,
can't afford to
right.
buy or just
Yeah.
needs so
That's
it's
awesome.
exciting.
Or think about during COVID.
Oh,
What
yeah.
would we have done without our library
I
during
know,
COVID?
yeah, we were very busy.
And people were coming out completely covered, really, but still the library stayed active and alive. And
Yeah.
it's just I often say that our office is the heart of the community. Well, I guess there's two beating hearts
yeah,
because
it's
in
We'll
our
help you out.
library,
It's true.
and whenever we have to go over just to drop something off, I think your displays every month,
Yeah.
books. What's going on monthly across the country. It's a wonderful haven. And,
Yeah.
you just look around. It's like you take it all in while you're there.
Yeah,
which
it's exciting, and everybody that works there truly loves what they do, and so that only adds to
that makes a
what
big
we're able to
difference.
provide. And of course, our new service, which you know about, is we are a notary now.
Yeah.
So
which helped our
I know,
office
which
We
too.
send a lot of people over.
Yeah.
Which
Oh,
is
that's-
great. So we have notaries at the library. We recommend that you make an appointment just to make sure that we're
Sure.
there and we're not in a
Right.
meeting and things like that. But usually we're there every day. And so at night when you guys are closed or on the weekends,
Right,
we're
that's
able to help
right.
out in that way.
That's
so
great.
Oh, we
That's
appreciate,
great.
because everyone used to be able to go to a bank. Your bank, that was kind of if you stayed with one bank, you were,
Right.
but now the banks don't have the bandwidth for it, and
Yeah.
they send them often to us, and we do our best. We have a few in the
Of course,
building,
yeah.
but it's so nice to know.
yeah,
and,
to have a
you know,
backup area or even
Right.
just an area. If you
And-
guys are busy or
Right.
short-staffed,
Yes.
you could certainly send
Or
them
there's a
over.
line
A
at the
lot of
door.
times it's
and-
because Shelby's not there, Kirby's not, or something, we
Right,
feel
that we're in a
bad.
meeting, and
Yep.
then you feel, and this, especially when not just our seniors, but
Yeah.
people that have specifically come
Yeah.
in. So and like you said, nights too, weekends,
Yeah.
because that's not, and this is all really good information that the library's website, the town website. Deb
Yeah.
and I were talking about this earlier. There's so much on the town website and Facebook
Yeah.
page, and the library.
Yeah.
So if you have the opportunity, go on, join those. You can put in your email. You'll get notices directly from the town, from the library, to keep you up to date on what's going on.
Yeah,
So,
we're very
great
active on our
resource.
Facebook page as well, so you can always see updates there and things that are happening, and we do send out a newsletter as well every month, so you can sign up for that or pick it up in the library. We have paper copies too.
that's exciting.
Yeah, it's great, and so we have we're just very, very busy, and right now I think we have over 5,200 active users with library cards in the community, so which is really fantastic. So I encourage you, if you do not have a library card, come and get one because we have a lot of great stuff going on. And and I wanted to share our highest checkout in the past 30 days is our mesh bag. So if you come to the library and you have a stack of books or a stack of DVDs and you forgot a bag, you can check this out just like a book, take it home, and then bring it back.
That's incredible.
This has been checked out over 68 times in the last 30 days, these kind of bags.
That's great.
Isn't that fantastic?
That's great.
So we're saving plastic and paper and all of that by just being reusable. And you can also purchase these from the Friends. We have them available for purchase too. So
You can purchase them
yeah,
too.
yeah. These are great for the beach because they have the mesh, so the
The
sand goes right
falls
out.
through.
Yeah.
And also, if I kept the library books in there, I would be much more
Yeah.
likely to return
To
them.
return them,
and to
exactly.
thank
everything goes back in the bag. It's great.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's what parents tell us all the time. They're like, "This is our library bag. Everything goes back in it," and so they know that where the kids go to the red bag, and yeah, it's fun.
That's a great idea.
But it's just so funny that this is
Exciting.
the most popular. Let's
I-
get checked out.
I wonder
I
if
mean,
you're gonna
books are
pull-
popular too, but as far as these, we've actually I think we had over 50, and we've run out of them sometimes because they're all checked out. Yeah.
That is, and we
Isn't
can
that funny?
purchase them too.
Absolutely. From the Friends of the Library, they purchase them, and all of that funding goes right back to the library,
Wow.
Which is incredible.
which is another great organization in our library, the Friends. They try to do a lot of fundraising, and they support the library in a lot of ways. They have the bookshop downstairs. All that goes back to the library, supporting programs, furniture, things of that nature. So yeah, it's fantastic. So they're always looking for new members. You're welcome to join at any time. And they meet monthly throughout the year. They're off July and August, but they do meet monthly. So yeah.
And that kind of you lead us into the idea of volunteerism.
Absolutely.
Because we all know how it's really kind of on a decline. But these are ways that we can all get involved in the community that we love, make a difference, and you don't have to have a big time commitment. I'm
No,
sure you
no.
have a couple hours a month
Absolutely,
to get
absolutely.
involved
Yep.
and meet other nice people
Oh
and
yeah,
make a difference.
it's we have a great Friends organization. We also have a great group of trustees that support the library as well, which we definitely appreciate. So, and I know Londonderry has so much opportunity to volunteer or participate. So
and we
it's
need
good.
you. So,
Yes,
we need all of
absolutely.
you out
Yes.
there. So no, that's we're in something else too. I know you have great programs. Maybe it's every month, more for adults that you have guest speakers
Guest
in.
speakers, I've taken
Yeah.
advantage of that quite a
Yeah,
few times.
yeah. We have a couple of things coming up. Actually, we're almost into July now that I realize.
Oh my
I know.
gosh.
I keep saying in June, but I'm like,
Next
oh no,
week.
that's next week. Yes, we have some programs coming up July and August with some guest speakers and some performers as well. So that's exciting. Yeah,
That's very
yeah. And all of that is again on our website and our Facebook page. And if you have any questions, you can always call the library. We'd be happy to help. Yeah.
which is nice too, because I know when anyone calls over there, everyone on your staff that answers, just like in our office, you know, they're there to help. They're there, even
Absolutely.
if you have a question that doesn't pertain to the library or to the town clerk, tax collector's office, we'll do our
Try to
best
get
to
an
find the
answer.
answer, you know. And if we can't, we'll get back to you, or
Yeah,
we'll
absolutely.
redirect you. But I mean, you know, which is really nice too.
Yeah,
So.
yeah. I mean, that's why I try to make sure that my staff is aware of a lot of things that are happening in town, because a lot of times we get those phone calls either related to a clerk question or a town question, and we can then direct those patrons to the right person, so they're not bouncing all over the
Yeah, 'cause
place.
you feel it's tough now.
It
when
is
you
tough.
get,
It's tough.
you know, nice
Yeah.
to get a voice on the
Oh
other end
my
of
gosh,
the phone.
right?
You know, it's really makes you feel good. So
Now, if only the other
No.
companies would listen to us.
I know.
Amazon.
Yeah, I know, really,
you
it's
know,
true.
that,
It's true.
Yeah.
Oh, no, this is Debbie.
That's
Can you
great.
think of anything else?
I was thinking of the programs like you had
Right,
said, and
yeah.
I've taken advantage of those. And those you have to sign up for because it's very limited space downstairs
Yeah,
and stuff.
so we do have registration for most of our
For most,
programs,
yeah, that's what I thought.
just because a lot of them are in our meeting room, which is a
Yeah,
limited space.
yeah.
We have, sometimes they'll be outside of some of our kids' programs are outside, but we're working on hopefully improving that space as well in the future. We do have, and this is first of the, you're hearing this, in, I think it's July and August. July, we have an ice cream truck coming. So if you were in the mood for
Do
ice
you
cream,
really?
yeah. And then
Ah.
in August, we have the Kona ice truck coming.
Oh,
So
everybody
we
loves
have-
the Kona. They know
If
that
you-
one.
If you
The
want
kids
some
know that
special treats for the kids, hopefully it won't be raining, my goodness gracious. But yeah, so we'll have those coming as well. So again, we're always trying to think outside the box, thinking of ways to get the community to come to the library or involved. So
And you know,
Yeah.
I love now the parking lot. Our parking lot can be really, really busy, or you know, it just kind of ebbs and flows.
Yeah.
But I love when we drive in, and that parking lot is always full. You
Yeah.
know, and I mean, it's just so nice, and you see people of all ages crossing the street. You know,
Yeah.
from the parking lot over. But there's something with interchanging libraries throughout the state too, isn't there now, where you can pull
Oh,
in
yeah, we
books
had
from.
talked about
So we
Yeah,
do
something like that.
interlibrary loan with the state. We do
That's-
that. We are exploring the opportunity to join GMILCS, which is
Oh,
a
yeah.
That's my
consortium.
That's what we were talking about at the meeting for the senior
Yes.
meeting. Yeah,
Right,
okay.
that's
Yeah, so
was,
that
yeah.
we're hoping to join that. That is the Greater Manchester Integrated Library System. I think I got all the letters there.
Okay, good.
But they, so that's a consortium where we would be part of, I believe it's 12 other libraries. And so for example, Derry, your library card from Leach would be able to be used at the Derry Library. You can go in and check materials out. Or if you take a book out from Derry, you can return it at our library and we would send it back. And not only that, not only the interlibrary loan, which is amazing because it would give us access to over 1.4 million items.
I think
So
that's
it
what
would
you said.
grow our
That's it.
collection
Yeah.
Wow.
tremendously,
Yeah.
which is fantastic. So you as a patron would have access to everything, it seems. But we also would, be able to get more training, more staff development, things like that, that through the consortium. So there's a lot of benefits that are going to go with that.
exciting.
So the trustees, we are exploring, looking into that and seeing what that looks like as far as cost for our patrons and the town, and then also what we have to do as a library. But it's exciting. It's going to be a lot. It's going to be an excellent, excellent thing for Londonderry if we can make it happen.
And you had that new item, the pod. You want to tell people about your pod?
Oh, we
my
should put a
goodness, I'm so
picture
glad you
up.
brought that up. So
I found it
the-
very interesting.
We've got to
that's
put a
why, yeah.
picture up.
Yeah.
That's a great.
So
great
that
thought.
we've had it for I think a little bit less than a year now, and we call it the privacy pod, and it essentially is like a telephone booth. If you remember back in the day when we
Yeah.
had payphones.
Right. We do.
Yeah, I know.
We do.
I think I remember
We do.
one. So it's a pod, and it has a sliding door, and when you close the door, it has a little desk with a chair. And it has, ports where you can plug in your laptop or a phone and things like that. And it's just, once you close the door, it is completely silent. And so if you're on a private phone call or if you're doing a Zoom meeting, it's a wonderful thing to be able to use. And it's kind of tucked in, so some of our patrons may not know it exists, but I encourage you to come in, take a look and ask about it, and we'll show you exactly where it is. You do not need a library card to use it. If you're coming from out of town and you need to take a private
my
phone call
gosh.
or a Zoom meeting, you can certainly just come in
Oh, that's
and
good.
use
That's
it. And
really
it's
good.
as long as it's available, and it's really great. It's the company that we used was fantastic putting it together, and I tested, and it is very. I mean, I'm not used to silent because I've got my two kids, but it is very silent when you close the door. So it's perfect if you're having that private chat with someone or doing a Zoom meeting.
And a lot of times people are not concerned, but always question, the finance. How did you get that? And that was all part of a.
It was through a grant.
Through a grant that
Yeah.
you guys. Did not cost the town anything. It was through the grant.
Well,
so-
we paid for a
or so-
majority of
for-
it. A
okay.
majority of it was through the grant.
Okay.
We did pay for some of it through our town, the funds from
The
our
funds
budget.
from your- okay.
But a majority of it was paid through
Paid for
the
that,
grant.
yeah.
So, and that was pretty exciting because we weren't sure that we could make that happen, and
Yeah.
so we were able to make that happen. And the same thing with the handicap doors that we now have, handicapped
Oh my
accessibility.
gosh. Yeah.
That was
That
all
was- that
through a
was
grant, which
awesome.
was great, and a great way to provide another service to our patrons.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
makes
you
it a
guys
lot
are really
easier.
great about trying to get that money.
Yes.
There's so much out there. It's just a matter
is.
of getting the right grants
You're right,
and
Deb,
writing them,
right.
and it's so
Yeah.
technical. Everything's
Oh
so
gosh,
tedious and
it's
technical.
a lot of work to do the grants, but in the end, it's definitely
Yeah.
worth it if we can provide services like this,
Right.
or and this goes for any town department. I mean, I know everybody works really hard looking for those opportunities, and it is a lot of work, but in the end result is really great.
Yeah. And the money is out there.
Oh yeah,
You just have to
absolutely.
reach for
Yeah,
it. Just gotta reach for
just
it.
gotta go for
Well,
it.
we got
Go for
the grant from SRC, our senior resources,
Yes.
for some growing. What do you call them?
Like planters, standing
planters,
planters.
yeah,
Yeah,
standing
yeah.
planters, gardening, so
Yeah.
the seniors can garden at the senior
that's
center
which
without
is
having to bend over and stuff.
wonderful. Yeah.
And that's all through a grant from
Right.
AARP, I believe.
Exactly,
So, yeah.
right, and Jim
Yeah.
Green, our,
Jim, yeah.
our chairman, really
He's-
moved forward with that
he
and made it
did it
happen
all, yeah.
for us, which was exciting.
Yeah,
you
The
know.
that's
money's
awesome.
out there. It's just a matter of getting it.
Yeah,
It's
it
just so
is.
difficult
And
to
if
get
you,
it.
if you get a no, I mean, that's what.
Well,
it's
you
one way,
tried,
but,
right.
What do they say? 10 no's lead you to that yes,
Yeah,
right?
and it doesn't
Yeah.
hurt to ask.
Never
I'm an
do.
asker.
Me
I will
too.
call and ask
Yeah,
for
us
money
too,
all
right,
around.
Yeah,
Good
that's
for you.
right.
Yeah.
No, that's excellent. And last, speaking of money, so do I have this right that there are no fines, monetary fines now, or how's this? work?
So
'Cause
we
I'm
do
hearing-
not charge fines anymore on books or books on CD. So so you can check out a book and you won't be charged. You will be charged if the book, after a certain length of time, the book could be considered lost,
Okay.
and you would be charged for that book. But once you return it, a lot of times it's just a matter of it's got lost on the bookshelf or
Right,
something.
sure.
Once you return it, that fine is cleared and you're good to go. But we don't charge any fines on the books anymore.
That's pretty
That's
neat
really
too.
good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's great. It's
Yeah.
our patrons have really appreciated it. It's just another way that we're looking to help our patrons benefit from using the library. We don't want it to be,
A punishment,
a punishment,
right.
and we totally understand.
Right.
And certainly at any time, a patron can come and chat with me, and
Right.
we will do our best to make it
Same,
work.
like
and,
we were
yeah,
saying, like
exactly.
it's not about the money.
No,
Right.
no, and
with
and
these
well,
situations like this.
and that's what I would say. Like the library is not a business. We're not in it to make
Right,
money,
right.
but we want to. We need to support in some way. But
Right.
but this is not the way. We
No.
don't need it. And so we
good.
want to make sure our patrons want to use the library.
That's really nice. Because I know when the girls were little, and you probably felt this, we're 2 weeks late. And sometimes 2 weeks feels like 2 days when you're a young
yeah.
mom or.
Yep.
Oh,
Yep.
yeah.
Absolutely.
And they say, oh, now, and it was a little embarrassment having
Yeah.
to come in, pay your fine again.
Yeah.
And now it's like, oh, that's so nice.
No,
that,
yeah.
You know what, you're happy to get the book. And I bet you they come back closer to being on time even.
Yeah, yeah, and I think I don't want patrons to have that fear
Right.
or
I mean, I
embarrassment
really did.
of
I
coming in
remember that,
and
right.
because they have books like I want you to come in and so that you're okay.
Yeah,
You're
we're
still
all
welcome
human.
here.
We all,
right,
do our
you will not
best.
be judged for having
Yeah,
anything
which is
late.
nice.
Things happen. We understand
life
that.
happens,
And
yeah.
so this, we're making those steps toward hoping that this will be something that is helpful to patrons. And
Libraries
so,
have come a long way. I mean, when I was
certainly
younger,
have.
you couldn't talk, you couldn't. I mean,
No, right.
it wasn't a very,
very
welcoming
active
place.
place,
It
yeah.
was very, you
That's
go
a
there when
good
you had to,
point.
but then you leave. It was just different. Now
That
it's
is
just so
true.
open,
Oh,
and kids can have a
community,
good time.
real
Yeah, I mean, you
community.
don't run rampant, but I mean, it's
Yeah.
just, it's a lot more welcoming.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
really is.
It is, and it's so different, like you said, from even when I was growing up.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, and I kind of lean toward like almost a community center, in a
Yes.
sense, because
Truly,
we
yep.
do provide a lot more than what libraries used to provide.
yeah,
Our
a
services
lot.
have changed, and all for the good. But we still, I still love the traditional book. I still love checking out that book, and so there's some old comfort with that,
Yeah.
and then new stuff as well. So
Yeah.
all good things.
Well, We just thank you for being here.
Yes,
Oh,
thank you
thank
so
you.
much. Kind of short notice too, so
No,
it was
that's
really
all right.
it was wonderful. She
I'm
stepped
always
right
happy
up.
to talk about the
Yeah,
library.
she stepped right
I
up.
think yesterday you received an email
Yes.
saying, you know, and that's another thing that we so appreciate about
Yeah.
you. You jump in, you help, you're there for everyone, not just for your entity, which we
Yeah,
really
no,
appreciate.
we're all in this together. We're
Yeah.
all working together toward the same goal, and there's no reason why we're not in competition.
Yeah,
everybody's
which is
doing the same
nice.
thing.
And, yeah, and as we started, you've been a gift to the library
Oh,
and to the
thank you.
community. So
Thank you.
Thank you for all you do. And well, I guess episode 68. Deb, what
in
do
the
you
books,
think?
I think it's
I
in the
think
books.
it's on the books. Another. We'll close the
No
book.
pun intended.
Yeah, right. Well, with that, we will
Well,
end.
don't worry about it being late, though.
Okay.
No, that's right. That's right. And thank you. We're so happy to be back. More good things to come this summer. We're always willing to go off-site. Nest Cafe. We've got a little lineup of places that we do want to visit. The library. Remember the Aviation Museum. So we'll say good night, but we'll see you soon.